What is in Alberto Del Rio's future now that he's gone from the WWE? Welcome back, everyone. This is Jason. Um, I got this content from a YouTube channel called Wrestle Talk TV. It's a British wrestling news affiliate. Um, I give them a lot of props. They got some very good interviews on their YouTube channel. They had so by all means go to their YouTube channel and go check out their stuff. Lots of great, I mean, they do daily news bits and stuff like that, but they're when they actually sit down with someone significant from the wrestling community, a wrestler, former wrestler, someone like that. um, it's great. It's good stuff. It's professional. It's legit stuff. um, so I wanted to give them props before I started this. Wrestle Talk TV, go look it up. Good channel. um, they have the pleasure of getting the exclusive first interview with Alberto Del Rio, to my knowledge, um, after leaving or being fired from uh, the WWE. Um, well, first of all, he went through some horrible things as far as racism. Um, now, I'll say this: my take on all that. I don't know every last little detail, but I can tell you this much. Whether you're a fan of Alberto Del Rio or not, whether you love him or you hate him. Now, and I'm not the biggest Alberto Del Rio fan. In some ways, I felt he was boring. Towards the end of his stint, I gained a little more respect for him, because I saw that he is a hard worker. Everyone works hard. Well, most do, but um, he was a good classic Mexican heel, and he was a baby face for a while, and I don't think that went over very well. I think he was a much better heel. Now, my point in all this is whether you love him or whether you hate him, no one deserves racism. Okay, period. End of subject. No one deserves that. No one deserves to be bullied. Um, I was I'm a big advocate on anti-bullying. Um, I was bullied a lot when I was a kid, teased horribly, beat up, and it's not easy getting back up. But Alberto Del Rio, even after putting up with all this BS with the WWE, showed that you can get up and you can keep climbing that ladder of success. Um, you can have a good name in this business after all that. He explains in the interviews that it's all segments broken up across a few different videos of Wrestle Talks TV YouTube channel. They split it up into a few different videos. Um, and one talks about his relationship with the WWE. Another one, the main part of this video that I'm getting to is his future. We know the controversy that he went through with the racism, and he talked about it a bit, and um, it's a good interview. I highly suggest you go look it up. I'm not going to go into all the details. The main thing I want to talk about here is his future. Like I said, um, he mentioned, and this to me this is big. Some of you who have not watched the show yet probably don't think or don't understand that it does have the potential to be big, but I really really think it does. He said next year, 2015, he is going to be part of Lucha Underground. Now, I've started doing reviews for Lucha Underground on my YouTube channel. I have nothing but admiration for this new wrestling program on the El Rey Network. Um, and all in all, it looks like he's going to be part of Mexican's AAA company, who is the base of the Lucha Underground. The Lucha Underground is more like the American side of the Lucha Libre brand. So yeah, so he's going to be on that show next year, and as good as, I mean, we've only seen a couple episodes so far, and I've got nothing but great to say about it. You know, Alberto Del Rio, like I said, whether you love him or hate him, he is a decent talent. He does have a lot of respect in the industry, especially from the Mexican fans. And I think seeing him on there will be a great addition. He also mentioned in the interview that he's talking about going back to Japan. Well, I also happen to find outside of the Wrestle Talk TV YouTube channel videos, Matt Hardy has his own YouTube channel as well. He showed footage from a Wrestle One press conference where he was going to Japan because he is going to go wrestle for the Wrestle One company in Japan. And amongst other, now I know there were other American wrestlers lined up there, but in the background, also getting interviewed and getting photographed for this press conference was none other than Alberto Del Rio, El Patron. So he's also working for the Wrestle One wrestling company in Japan. Now, you may think, okay, whatever, he's going to Japan. The interesting part of this is, now, I haven't been talking a lot about TNA lately because I think they have, now I could be wrong, whatever. If I'm wrong, fine, sue me. I believe they have one episode left on Spike Television. I don't know if they're going to be having any more after that. I don't think they've had any recent tapings. They may be done till springtime. I don't know. It's all, as far as I know, as of me recording this video, TNA's future is a giant question mark. Now, they just signed, someone international from India. Had a promo on him on last night's TNA episode. Had some backstage segment with him, and I can't remember who was in the segment with him. Sonata, I believe. I could be wrong. Or was it? God, I can't remember his name. But nonetheless, guy from India, new signed guy from India on TNA. We don't know what the future of TNA is. They're going to be having international shows coming up still over in Europe. I forget where. I think it's the UK. If they're still doing that UK tour, I don't know. They were supposed to have some shows in New York coming up. I'm not sure about those. But they did have some kind of working contract with Wrestle One in Japan. It's where the guys got guys like Tiger Uno, I believe his name was, and Sonata, and I think some others. I'm not positive, of who's all on the roster because I've been watching very sporadically. I'll be honest. But if they have a working contracted relationship about getting some people from Wrestle One, think of the possibilities if TNA could get someone like Alberto Del Rio. Yes, it is a former WWE name, but I also think his international relationship with fans goes a lot further than that. Like he said in the interview with Wrestle Talk TV on the YouTube channel, he said, I had a great name and a great relationship. I might be miswording this a little bit, so excuse me. I had a name before the WWE. I'll have a name after the WWE. He's not worried about his relationship or his reputation in the industry. He's not. And, he seems like a pretty straight up guy, seems like a pretty hard worker. I'm sure wherever he goes, he'll end up working hard, and earning a buck. He deserves that. So, he may lay low for a while, depending on what, if there's any court cases going on with the WWE, or the gentleman who he got in a fight with from WWE. At least we know for a fact that, as far as I know, is that gentleman is gone. That was throwing the racist comments at Alberto Del Rio. I don't remember his name. But nonetheless. So yeah, Alberto Del Rio, El Patron, is going to be showing up in Lucha Underground next year. When next year? We don't know. I'm guessing when they do the next set of tapings, possibly springtime, January, February. Just a guess. But yeah, that's great news for him. I'm happy for him. She'll be a welcome addition to that television show, because let me tell you, Lucha Underground, if they keep this up, man, it's creating a buzz. It really is. And you may not look at numbers or care about numbers, but earlier this week they had like 40 some thousand likes on Facebook, just for garnishing a generic number for fans. That number has almost doubled within a week. So there is a buzz, believe it or not. And I'm sure him coming to that show will only help it. So good for Alberto Del Rio. Whether he goes to TNA, that's just speculation. That's just a guess. It's like, well, if he does this, maybe he'll do this. It's just a guess. Don't quote me on that. Who knows? Who knows what he's going to do? But best of luck to him. Can't wait to see him on Lucha Underground next year, assuming that's going to happen. And that's my thoughts on this. I thought it was worth discussing, because he has been in the news, but he's been quiet. He hasn't said anything till now. So, thanks again to Wrestle Talk TV for the content. Want to give them props for that. Good interview, guys. And that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.